Hey guys, good evening and thanks for joining. So in the last class, we completed network architecture diagram. It's for both on-premise as well as cloud as well. So this particular architecture diagram, we can make it as a reference diagram or pictorial diagram. And according to that one, we can go and we can design our own. So respect to data center that belongs to our on-premise environment, maybe even cloud environment also that is applicable. So in that particular diagram, we discussed about endpoint security, network security, vulnerability management, infrastructure security, application security, email security, physical security, and so on. So now I went and verified whether I completed all the networking concepts or not. Maybe one or two, basically topics are missed out. So first one is IP packet header. So this IP packet header mainly for IPv4. So every IP packet header contains two different types of simple combination. So first one is called as IP header and second one is called as a payload. So IP packet is divided into two subportions. First subportion we can call it as a IP header, and the second subportion we can call it as a payload. So what is meant by IP header here? Where the packet is originating, like a source of the packet. In the similar way, where the packet is going to reach, like a destination. So if we're making that particular header, we can call it as overall packet, we can call IP header. This IP packet contains once again, the IP header contains once again. So version of the IP packet, internet header length, time to live, IP flags, Windows checksum, or Windows related packet. In the similar way, even this particular packet contains the padding and options. So along with that one, it contains source IP and destination IP. If we're combining all those together, we can call it as a IP header. In simple words, how we can write this one? Source IP and destination IP. Not only these one, there are so many factors will involve here. So let's go and see our packet, what we discussed previously. So just you can type IP packet and you can go to images here and you can see. So any IP packet you can take, that may be 32-bit or maybe 128-bit, part of the IPv4 version or IPv6 version. Yeah. So version of the IP packet. Version of the IP packet in the similar way, internet header length, type of service, total length, identification of the packet, flags of the IP packet, fragment offset, time to live TTL, protocol of the respective IP packet, header checksum, source IP, destination IP. If you're combining all these, row number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if you're combining these 5, then we can call it as a IP header. So in simple words, IP header we are writing like, so source IP, destination IP, version of the IP packet, and the next one is TTL, flags, fragment offset. So all those will fall under the IP header. So we have one more portion that is called options, padding, and data. So these things we can call it as a payload. So what is second one? This is like a payload. Payload also we can call it as a data. It's a piece of written code. It's entire question. What is mean by payload? Okay. So piece of written code. Mainly why we can use this piece of written code? For sending the messages and receiving the messages. So that is about IP header and also payload of the respective IP packet. So in simple words, we can represent this particular packet as a IP header and payload. So normally, whenever any category of the attacks is happening, always we have to go and we have to verify a payload as well. So in that payload, it contains about what is the message we are trying to send by the respective peer-to-peer communication as per OS layer or maybe as per TCP IP layer. Okay, so that is about IP packet header. And also we discussed about TCP flags and we discussed about static IP, dynamic IP. In the dynamic IP side, I want to clarify one more thing, DHCP. DHCP, it will not like a permanent IP address allocation. It is only for the lease time. That particular lease time, how we can define. So it's like a rental time. So when the end user is any network is accessing via LAN or maybe through wireless or Wi-Fi. So how much time he is connecting through LAN or how much time he is connecting through Wi-Fi without disconnecting any network connectivity. That particular time we can call it as the lease time. Okay. So these two topics I missed out. I think other than that one, I covered everything. Let's go and start today topic. So far we completed networking concepts. In the networking concepts, very important interview questions are voiceless, obviously, you know about each and every layer, TCP three-way handshake, and also TCP two-way handshake, difference between TCP and UDP, and also explain about voice layers, explain about TCP IP layers. In the similar way, what is DHCP, what is DNS records, and a couple of the protocol and along with port numbers, and which protocol is supporting for both the TCP and UDP, and what is the description between encryption and hashing and encoding, or encryption and hashing. In the similar way, so what is mean by uh, our network architecture diagram. Network architecture very rarely they will ask, but you should aware of the what is network architecture diagram, especially you are putting experience like 10 plus or 8 plus. Okay, so that's all about overall networking concepts. Let's go on to start our new topic. So these new topic is completely belongs to our security topics. Today onwards, we are going to start security topics that may belongs to endpoint security or network security or application security or cloud security or infrastructure security or data security or email security and so on. So let's go and start. Before going to start about network, cyber and application attacks, first and foremost, I want to give two different types of frameworks. Today, one of the interview question also from this particular topic only. I think company name is Persistence from Bangalore location. So it is one of the multi serviced provisioning company. They are providing MSS platform, nothing but managed security services. They are providing cyber security SOC operations to multiple clients all over the worldwide. So a couple of our students also placed in that particular company as well. In that particular interview also, they expected one of the interview from this topic only. That is nothing but MITRE ATT&CK framework. So first what I will do, I will discuss about two different types of frameworks. We'll follow for offensive mechanism and also combination of plus offensive plus defensive mechanism. Once I will complete these two frameworks, then I will go and I will start about our main security related attacks like network based, endpoint based, cyber based, application based, cloud based attacks. So that is the overall agenda for next around 5 to 6 days, because we have to discuss about approximate 50 to 60 attacks under this one. So these attacks only on the daily basis, wherever you will go and whatever you are. So these particular attacks only a regular basis, we will take care of the respective instant investigation or incident response or threat hunting capability or forensic analysis. Okay, let's go and start. Before going to explain about these two framework, whatever I discussed just now, cyber culture framework and also second one is MITRE ATT&CK framework. One of the YouTube, even for L2, L3, that's correct. One of the YouTube comment I got it for especially on the ping command is using ICMP protocol, and ICMP protocol port number is 1. But in the class you said like port number, there is no port number. Yes, I agree with on this particular topic. Thanks for raising that one as well. And coming back here, so whatever ICMP protocol, sorry guys, I have a little bit throat infection. Please forgive me. So here ICMP protocol related port number, whatever Wikipedia it is showing like it just for the IPv4 port number header only, not for entire ICMP protocol. Whatever IPv4 packet is traversing from source to destination or destination to source, like a reverse point of view, like a both combination of bidirectional, that particular port number for IPv4 header port number only, ICMP protocol number is 1. But on the generic note, so ICMP protocol port number is, what is the ICMP protocol port number? What
We
is the
don't have
ICMP?
any port.
Exactly, that's correct.
No port number.
There is no port number, it is service,
No
message
port.
running. That's correct. So please remember, so IPv4 packet related, so header is different and entire IP packet is different, and along with whatever IP packet is an ICMP protocol. Specifically at the time of the interview, if they expect ICMP protocol port number as per IPv4 header, then only you can give protocol number is 1. Otherwise, you can give just like there is no port number, it is service or application or process it is running against each and every message we are sending like a ping command. That's all. Okay, guys. So cyber kill process. So it is one of the framework, and this is also one of the interview question. How we can expect these type of interview questions? What are the different types of frameworks you are used in your organization? Or what are the different type of process you are used in your organization? So in that particular scenario, what you have to say, we will discuss about several frameworks or several processes. We'll discuss about cyber kill process, that we can call it the process or framework. In the similar way, we will discuss about MITRE ATT&CK framework or MITRE ATT&CK process. In this similar, we will discuss about ITIL process or framework, NAST framework or process, CIS hardening benchmark process or framework, OASP top 10 framework or process, and also SANS top 25 framework or process. It is one of the interview question. Which type of frameworks you are following in your organization or in your current role? All these are different types of, we can say, process oriented process technologies will follow for each and every security technology. And also this one we can also call as, so might any framework basically. So that is about overall introduction. What are the different types of frameworks I said? So first one is, so cyber kill process or framework. Second one is MITRE.
My turn.
Yeah, or MITRE. Couple of people they will call it as a MITRE. So this is also framework, and we have NAST framework will follow for the risk assessment, and especially important related to incident lifecycle management. And also we have ITIL process or framework. In the similar hardening benchmark framework or process. And also we have OASP top 10 framework or process. In the similar way, we have SANS top 25 framework or process. So these are all the couple of process or frameworks every organization will follow. Let's go and discuss about this one also. Cyber kill process, it's like an offensive mechanism. And MITRE ATT&CK framework, it's a combination of both offensive plus defensive. In-depth analysis we are going to discuss within the couple of minutes. Next one, NIST framework, mainly for two different approaches are very, very important on the risk. I mean, NIST side. One is risk management. That particular IEEE standard is 800-53. That is risk management framework. Along with that one, especially cyber security operations, endpoint security operations, network security operations, cloud security operations also, we will follow one of the instant lifecycle management framework. It is defined by NIST. So what is the second framework? Incident lifecycle. This is also today interview question. So next one is ITIL. ITIL has a lot of basically processes. I can't give one or two. There are so many. PDCA, plan to check act cycle, and also RACI mechanism, responsible, accountable, controlled, and instrumental. In the similar way, instrumental something. I means in the similar way, incident life cycle management. And one more thing, especially on the L2 and L3 and implementation or admin level, we will use change management process as well. Next one is problem statement, solution statement. So these are, there are so many frameworks. Even we do have the ITL certifications as well. So normally, if you want to become project manager or service delivery manager in any consulting and service based company, for example, if you are working in TCS, Infosys, Wipro, Accenture, Capgemini, Mindtree, L&T, HCL Technologies, there are so many. All these consulting companies, they will follow project management. Every project has a project manager. You will take care of the whole and sole responsibility about entire project tree, initiation, kickoff meeting, project delivery, finally operational support. So those person has to complete these ITL basic, advanced, and expert. Along with that one, even couple of certifications like Six Sigma, and also we have Kaizen, Zoran, PMP, project management process. So if we are completing those certifications, then you are become, if you want to become as a manager, combination of both technical versus so people management as a leader, then obviously how to complete ITL and also PMP certificates. So ITL is different. These are the different types of process along with even couple of solutions and so on. CAS, it's mainly for the hardening benchmark related to initial security configurations or implementations. It is applicable to both on-premise and cloud. So OS top 10, obviously you know this one. It is application layer 7 attacks or OS top 10 category of the attacks. Most of the cases applicable to application related security only, especially on the layer 7 or application layer as per OS layer approach. Okay. So what OS will do, it will conduct survey or it will follow sampling theorem, and they will do so maybe 3 years once or 4 years once. They will conduct some survey or feedback or samples, and finally they'll make top 10 category of the attacks belongs to application, mobile, ICS, industrial control system. So don't think like OS top 10, whatever we are discussing, it is applicable to mobile and product and also so even ICS as well. No, that is wrong. So whatever we are going to discuss about OS top 10, it is applicable to dedicatedly application product only. So remaining mobile related OS top 10 attack categories are different. If I want to go to mobile security related vacancies, then you should be expert in the mobile security OS top 10 category of the attacks. Then if you want to go to OT, IoT, IIoT, along with SCADA, industrial control system, programmable logical array or PLC controller otherwise. For those scenario, once again, voice top 10 is different. Whatever we are discussing from dedicated application security category and product security category framework only. So application layer or layer 7 attacks as per OSI. So as I said, note application and product WASP top 10 are similar, but not with the case of ICS and also mobile. What is mean by this one? Okay, theoretically it's okay, sir. What about practically? So can you go and see here? WASP top 10. So directly it will come for the application side itself. So whatever OS top 10, this one it's showing it's completely related to application side. Now, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So these are all the application side OS top 10. And the mobile side, mobile OS top 10. So these are all mobile top 10 related 2024. You can see here. So these results is occurred only just, I think, in this year itself. 2024 only they released. So here M1 means mobile, but on the other hand here A1 means application side. So this is the way. So but when the last time OS they conducted application side feedback or else summary or else survey or else sampling theorem in 2021.
2001.
Yeah. But in mobile side, when they conduct the last one, 2024.
2024.
Yes. So this is the way how we have to segregate mobile security versus product versus application versus OT, IoT, and ICS. Okay. So that is about OS top 10. SANS top 25. 99% or 98% of the organizations will follow OS top 10 category of the application, product, mobile, and even ICS based only. Very rare cases, organizations will follow SANS top 25 as well. But more, this one is mainly into application side. So what they have done, they made it like a top 25. But whatever they made top 25, almost everything is including top 10 of OSP as well. So these are all the couple of frameworks or process we will follow in our endpoint network application cyber cloud. Cloud, I will add additional things as well. That is called CSA. It's a cloud security alliance. Whenever if you want to do any application security assessment and a cloud security assessment, for example, right now I am into on-premise and couple of non-critical applications because of the cost, because of the price, because of the horizontal and vertical growth, because of the elasticity, high availability for future growth or future needs. Maybe I'm expending too much of the price on the on-premise. Sorry. But if I can go to the respective client, I mean cloud side, so completely it will reduce my cost, price, and also features whatever just now I discussed about high availability, elasticity, automatically increase and decreasing of the resources. So I can take everything like a less time and also with the accurate results. So that particular process or frameworks are defined by Cloud Security Alliance. And this Cloud Security Alliance, it will main provide the cloud security controls along with application security controls. So that's all about these are all the different types of framework. Please remember this concept as well. Yeah, we did not start our main topic today. So cyber kills process. So it's
RK,
yeah, please.
we do have ISO
No, that
27001,
is
right?
complaints. That is complaints. See,
It is
complaint.
also called framework, right?
No. Compliances are completely different. Every organization, whatever business they are doing, according to that one, they have to follow different types of compliances. Every organization must they have to do one of the complaints that is called ISO 27001. It's a mandatory and must.
Okay.
So that is one of the complaint. In the similar way, already in the class several times I discussed about PII data. That is nothing but GDPR complaints, HIPAA complaints, ISO 9001. Whenever you are watching YouTube or any television or TV, a couple of times water product development companies related to food, restaurant, hotels, they will say like we are certified 9001. What is meant by that one? Trust quality control part.
Okay.
So this is those things whatever we are going to discuss about completely compliances based on the business vertical and business whatever they are doing. They have to follow must related protocols or guidelines or rules and regulations. So ISO 27001 will not keep under the framework.
Okay. Fine.
Is it clear?
Yeah. So that comes under audits, right?
Yeah, it's audit. It's like internal audit and external audit. That's correct.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah, compliance is like a rules and regulation. Framework is like a process. That is the main difference.
Yeah, but there is a word like ISO 2007 framework they use. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I got.
No, no, yeah, yeah. I understood. Yeah, I understood. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
So now we can discuss about one of the framework or process related to offensive mechanism. So what attacker will do as per cyber collision process? You're welcome. So here it is a step-by-step process. Or phase-by-phase approach. How the attacker will do hacking and achieve his objectives. So that particular entire process we can call it as cyber collision process. So it is a defensive mechanism. So not defensive, sorry guys, offensive mechanism. It's offensive mechanism. So meaning here, attacker will try to do hacking. So for that one, he will follow a couple of steps or pages or processes. And finally, whatever target he has chosen, he'll compromise that one. In case any vulnerabilities are existing or any weaknesses are existing, any loopholes are existing, he'll bypass couple of things and finally he will do the exploitation and installation, and finally he will do the remote control. So finally, after doing all these different types of pages and projects, so then finally what is any attacker or intruder or hacker or adversary or threat actor main goal is either they want data or maybe they want currency or money or finance. So now I have one question. So far we completed 19 to 20 classes. So with the data, what attacker will do? Can anyone give explain? You are attacker or hacker? With the data, what attacker exactly he will do? Forget about money or financial matters or monetary functions. With the data, what attacker will do? Any idea?
We
You
can
can
You,
set
sell to other
the
organizations.
Blackmailing.
You will
okay,
expose, you will block dark websites like
dark
that,
web.
okay. So only that one he will sail in
and
the
he
dark
can delete
reading.
also.
He will
He can
okay.
delete.
He will sail in the dark reading, or maybe he wants some money. Okay, social engineering. Any other?
Cyber espionage. Basically, he can sell it to the other competitor companies.
Okay, that's perfect. Any other?
Um,
He will alter the data,
He will
change
alter
the
the
data.
data. Okay, correct. Any other?
Identity theft.
He will manipulate the data. Actually, existing users' data he will delete and he can add.
No, no, no. That is okay. He will delete and add and modify, alter. That's okay, fine. But what is the main objective of the hacker? One is data, and second one is monetary function. Data, yes. So he will sell it in the dark reading or maybe any other competitive products. For that one, he will ask money once again. So in such a way, he will gain one of the functionality. What is second one?
he can impersonate.
He can impersonate. What is mean by exactly this particular meaning?
So, acting like a real owner of the data,
Mm.
and he can manipulate the data. He can also
Blackmail.
Exactly. That's perfect answer.
blackmail.
Yeah. So basically, example maybe it is happened really, but I will give some other names. Maybe I am part of the Redis lab. I know how to develop one of the paracetamol related product or erythromycin, or I know about how to develop one of the pharma based any injection or insulin or whatever basically. Maybe okay, so I working in okay, so Apple company, and I know how to develop the product related to so Apple, whatever they are using backend development side. In this similar way, so Facebook they have backend development and they have the code and they created one of the Facebook application. Right now in the top 10 richest persons in the world, Mark Zuckerberg, because of the Facebook. Now, if I will steal that particular data or code or program or development, can I make it my own company? If they don't have the copyrights and trademarks or any other related legal issues?
No, no.
No,
We,
sir.
no, we can make it. If they don't file any so copyrights or trademarks or any other legal issues, they will follow. Obviously, I can make my own product now. Tomorrow, I will release with the same code here and there. Someone said already, manipulations I will do or modifications I will do, and tomorrow I will release RK Mobile into the respective market. Unless otherwise, they don't identify as a copyright, they don't identify it's a patent, they don't identify it's a trademark. Then I will become like a CEO of the company, correct?
Yes.
This is
So,
happened practically in one of the company in Hyderabad itself. I don't want to reveal all those. Yeah. So this is
He's
the way.
storing the formula, right? Whatever the
Exactly.
product
Exactly.
or
Yeah.
the.
Yes, you are right.
So
Formula or
he can
product.
add some another stuff and he can make it his own, make it as its own product, his own product, or else some changes.
Exactly. That's correct. So then he will make and he will release, and in such a way he can become billionaire or millionaire. Okay. Clear? So that is the way also attacker wants to try to explore and they want to become millionaire and billionaires. So there are two ways. Data also very important. So second thing is whatever I said business oriented just now related to product development or program code changes or application development or mobile development are business oriented. Take example on our personal note related to our PII data. So PII data, in case if I know about your debit card, okay, so respect to number or credit card number. So if you are using Wi-Fi and if I stolen your respect to debit card, I can go and I can do shopping. If you don't have the multi-factor authentication, by the way, couple of times nowadays, whenever we are accessing any debit card and credit card, they are giving Wi-Fi access. At that particular time, any OTP will come.
No.
Then obviously, are we losing our money or not?
yeah.
Yeah, same thing. So this is also one type of credit card data and anyway, indirectly it will leads to our money only. But this is the way. One is data and second one is monetary functions. So these are the two main objects for any attacker or hacker. Hope it's clear.
Recently, we have heard about this POS machines where we can use Wi-Fi.
Yes.
The person can just swipe, I mean, tap on your credit card or debit card and they can do the purchase.
Yes, correct.
That's
Yeah.
the user intimation itself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that is the main objective. Let's go and start now. So there are a couple of times what offensive mechanism attacker will do. Before going to that one, I want to clarify one more thing here. So nowadays, every company is recruiting red team. What is meant by red team here? Yeah, please.
Nowadays, we are facing and we are watching daily so many type of different techniques and tactics and different types of attacks, right?
Mm,
But even the financial institutes, I mean banking sector like that,
mm,
that means as you said just now, the credit cards or debit cards nowadays they are giving the features like with directly payment with Wi-Fi.
mm.
So that means they are not they are not following the financial governance. I mean, some ISO 2000 something financial related governance means financial institutions they are not following the some rules or what we can say that.
Basically, if any financial transaction will fall under the two different types of complaints or three different types of compliances. One is PCI DSS, that is not the payment when we are doing through debit card and credit card. Second one is SOX. So Sarbanes-Oxley Act. Any financial transactions we are doing. So for example, at the end of the month, through ERP platform, that may be Oracle or SAP, we have to make respect employees salary creditment or credit. So in the similar way, whatever consultants they are working, we have to do payment, and whoever is providing food to respective company, they have to do payment, and whatever tools we are purchasing, we have to make a payment. Any financial transaction entire, that may be debit card or through invoice copy, through purchase order, or through maybe net banking or UPI, everything fall under this Sarbanes-Oxley Act. PCIDSS only belongs to debit card and credit card. Third one is SOC 1, SOC 2, and SOC 3. SOC 1, SOC 2, SOC 3, it mainly belongs to the financial audit, and they will follow the confidentiality, integrity, and availability along with security and privacy. So these are the 5 principles. So coming back to your question, what in this particular scenario, whenever they are making under respect to banking sector, they are giving debit card with free Wi-Fi access to any other particular purchasing of the retail based or any other product based or tool based. If you are purchasing, they are accepting the payment via these things. Then they have to change amendment in that particular compliances. Whatever existing auditing related policies they've defined. Is it clear? Not related to Reserve Bank of India or World Bank or whatever compliances auditor or vendor. So in this scenario, I given 3 examples. What are those 3 examples? PCIDSS, in the similar way, SOX, SOC 1, SOC 2. Whoever is defined these compliances, they can make sure that, so these type of illegal activities should not be accepted. They have to amendment their regular already existing policies. Those things once again will fall under the Ministry of Information and Technology. Is it clear?
Yes, sir, but there is no solution, right? Well, I mean,
Yeah, that is what they have to change a lot of things. We have to amend. See, history is created. Someone means what? So we have to change a lot of amendments, right? Based on the whatever technology we are adopting, that may personal or professional oriented. Do you think that, Doctor? Sorry to bring all those things now in the class. Apologies. Whatever Dr. Ambedkar, B.R. Ambedkar is defined the uh, amendments and policies and rules and regulations is currently is applicable to each and every society in India.
No, there are few modifications.
Exactly. Yeah, based on our convenient, based on our social amendments, based on our things, we have to change whenever it is required. Even we do have the 3-part 365. Okay, so policies and amendments, whatever they created, and so respect to rights and fundamental duties as well. Whenever it is required, they are changing. Same thing here also, they have to change the existing policies. Sorry to bring once again public administration and political science here.
yes, sir, of course, but sir, my doubt is daily we are getting the calls from the bank. We don't ask anything. We never ask anything. Please don't say OTP like,
Yeah, for that scenario, Reserve Bank of India has to take into respect to regular guidelines. Whenever these type of people are they are calling, and whoever is calling, they have to take care of the risk of fraud. Risk fraud related team, they have already existing team, and so whoever is calling, they have to monitor their functioning and whatever banking they are saying, whether really that particular person is belongs to their bank or not. We have to validate. In this scenario, whatever you are asking, I will agree with you, and respect to actions should be taken care by RBI.
yes, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. This may not be the right time to ask this
No.
question.
This is no. It's fraud and also risk assessment part. So a lot of people are losing the money because of this fraud and risk related things as well. And day before yesterday, so one of my friends relative, he lost 1.6 lakhs. So obviously you should aware of the cyber criminals, how they are doing, what they are doing, and we have to educate. That's what I said. So you are cyber security analyst, please educate to your family, your relatives, your neighbors. In the similar way, please go and inform to other people as well, like chain process kind of thing, so that everybody should be aware of the cyber security and cyber criminals. Any other queries?
So we have heard about a government related Truecaller kind of thing where it identifies these activities.
Yes,
Uh,
but
I,
everybody, yeah,
I don't know the app, but we have heard about this. So how
yeah.
much effective is that when compared to Truecaller?
So that I'm not sure. Even I heard first time whatever you are saying. Thank you so much.
No,
Yeah,
it is still in implementation
yeah,
stage.
it isn't implemented like a beta stage. Still
Huh.
it's not implemented yet. Yeah,
But the thing is,
let's go and see.
we could identify it that this is a particular spammer is calling you is what they have told us. So the information is like you can directly view who has been calling you.
Yeah,
Like
that's
this is a
okay.
spam call and all.
Sorry. Do you think that really that one is a really spammer call? So many people calls I'm
uh,
not lifting. So many people
yeah.
calls I'm lifting. It's like a spammer.
No, no.
Do you
Actually,
think that I'm
few of
really spam?
the whenever we
Yeah,
are seeing, we couldn't see that even from the banks, they normal like consultants, they are calling you saying that they are from the
yeah.
banks and they can give provide loans for you.
Exactly. Exactly. That's correct. They will make
So
like a dummy ID. Even with the recently, I have seen one of the person came to me and he's showing like Axis Bank card along with that particular ID number. His name is showing as Sheikh Hussein, something like that, and employee ID and everything he's sharing. Please trust me, and you got one of the lottery, and we will transfer 1 lakh dirhams from Dubai to India. For that one, you have to pay 8,000 rupees as registration fee.
yeah.
Yeah, even though the okay, I don't want to disclose everything. That particular person is already know about cyber security, but
Mm.
still he is approaching me. Can I pay money or not?
No.
This is what. Anyways, so let's go and start now. Phases of the our cyber children process. So first one is recon or reconnaissance. In IBM QRadar, it is one of the very favorite topic, recon. So recon is nothing but selection of the target. Only IBM QRadar SIM tool vendor only this particular option, no other vendor. Only IBM QRadar has one of the vulnerability scanning engine integration with the SIM tool. And whenever any attacker is trying to do any illegitimate activity or illegal activity or malicious activity, in that scenario, so IBM QRadar vendor, they can go and they can verify what is the TPS third party software and what is the library and package it is using. All those things can be verified and it is integrated to our SIM tool. So clearly selection of the target already maintaining by IBM QRadar vendor, but no other vendor. Okay. So please remember this concept. Second one, weaponization.
Weaponizing.
Weaponization. Third one is
Delhi.
transport or delivery.
Transfer.
Next one is
Exploitation.
exploitation, installation.
Installation.
Mm.
Next one, command and
And
control. So this
channel.
command and control also one of the interview question. They will call several names for this one. One is C2C. In the similar way, C square. In the similar remote control. All those are synonyms. It's one of the favorite interview question also for investigation purpose. One of the system is got compromised and it's keep on communicating to command and control server. In that particular scenario, how can you take care of the respective instant investigation or forensic analysis? So here meaning command and control will maintain, command and control will maintain by the attacker. Nothing but here already got compromised. Okay. So this is one of the practical use case for the interview point of view. So this particular use case analysis, investigation, everything you have to explain via NIST framework or else ITIL process. So next one is actions on objective or objectives. So total 7 pages are there for this cyberrkcybertechnology process. Let's go and discuss about each and every page separately. First one is recon or reconnaissance. So recon or reconnaissance is nothing but selection of any target mission attacker wants to try to exploit, so that he wants to identify the vulnerability and he wants to install any payload or malicious code or input to validation or parameterized queries, so that he can compromise our system. So that particular thing, how he will do, there are different ways how the attacker will try to do selection of the target. Okay. So in one of the interview, recon or reconnaissance itself, it took approximate 30 minutes debate or argument in between candidate and also so another, okay, so interviewer from USA. Now I will ask, I'm the interviewer, for example. Can anyone tell me how you can select the selection of the target? You are a attacker or a hacker or intruder. How can you choose your selection of the target? I want to compromise this system, or I want to compromise the database. I want to compromise the application. I want to compromise the Wi-Fi, or I want to compromise the so any other cloud instance. How is it possible?
Gather
IP
information
address.
on the company.
Yeah, someone said
by
IP
doing
address.
by doing open port scanning mechanism.
IP address, someone said. So how can you identify private IP address of my organization?
Ports.
Port scanning,
Port
host
scanning,
discovery. Host discovery we can do.
host discovery. Host discovery, how we can do? So you are sitting in the private, you are using Kali Linux. Okay, I will discuss everything.
Okay.
You are using Kali Linux,
Yeah.
or Nmap tool, or Nessus tool, or maybe Qualys. All these are host discovery tools or port and port scanning tools. Will you agree with me or not?
Yes.
Okay. Now, how can you identify the IP address of the selection of the targeted mission? Okay.
And send a phishing email.
Perfect. One is phishing email, correct. So phishing email, how we can send it? How we organize the email address, you know? How?
Social engineering
Social engineering.
techniques, because we do have different kinds of techniques where you can
Oh, no,
do
I
this.
want, please try to understand here. Please go on to analyze in-depth analysis. Ravi,
Okay.
you said like phishing email. Whether you know about some ex-employee of the TCS or Infosys company related employee email address.
Based on the domain.
Phishing email, correct. I will agree with you.
Maybe someone by using a friends inside the company. Like
Okay, that is called bribery. That is correct. Perfect. So you said like it's a bribery. I will pay some money to my friend and I will make lunchm or whatever. I can give some money to him, like 1 lakh or 2 lakh. I can gather the entire overall, so TCS related distributed list, and I can send the phishing email. That's what you want to mean to say?
Yes.
Okay. One is bribery by speaking with your employee or your friend and getting the one is IP address and one is email. That is perfect. Any other? Yeah, port scanning also. Yes, someone said port scanning techniques or vulnerability scanning. But port scanning, it will provide only open ports and closed ports and filtered ports only. But it will not give any so IP address of the range of the selection of the target or host name or computer name. Using website, perfect. Someone said website. So through website, how we can attacker will do hacking? Website is also called as application. Yeah, someone said website and application, perfect example. But I want a clear-cut idea.
domain based.
Yeah, basically here, so wherever input validation is required, what is meant by input validation? Input validation meaning here, end user is entering to the username and password field. That is called input validation. For example, maybe I want to open Facebook. So here I'm clicking on the Facebook here now. Email address or phone number and password. This is input validation or not?
Yes.
Yeah. In this particular field or website or application, attacker will try to manipulate or he will try to inject malicious untrusted data like SQL queries or malicious scripts like HTML, JavaScript,
Yes.
voice queries, LDAP queries, and so on. So obviously, in case as per application 3-tier architecture, we discussed about user layer, business or logical layer, and database layer. In case he will try to enter, for example, maybe, so as per SQL queries, 1 equal to 1 is a true condition or not?
Yes.
So I'm giving 1 equals to 1 is a true condition. As per SQL, it is fine. But in case at the time of the Facebook application, whoever the application programmer developer, obviously Facebook admin guy, part of the development or programmer, is trying to accept these type of queries. First of all, this type of queries will be accepted by the password field.
No.
No,
Yeah, why it is not accepting?
it's a
Because
special
of the
character. It may
password
use some
policies
script.
we have.
Not because of the password policy. They are following WASP top 10 related compliance and frameworks. So in the similar way, backend database queries should not be accepted at the time of the development side itself. What are backend databases, respective Postgres or SQL or MySQL, those things, wherever user input validation is providing, these type of queries should not be accepted. In such a way, they are following that protocol or rules and regulations. In case it is accepting, attacker will try to use, these are all the malicious scripting related queries or scripts related to different types of programming language that may front end or back end. Back end is belongs to database, front end is belongs to parameterized queries. Once you are logging also, couple of advertisement related websites or apps will come. So, and also here token also it will appear for the every application you are accessing. All those things basically will take attacker as a malicious thing, and he will try to see whether any vulnerability or weakness is existing in the respective application or product or mobile whoever is developing. That is the reason each and every company they introduce one of the concept name is called bug bounty program. What is bug
Yes.
bounty program?
Proactively searching for the bugs from the site.
Exactly. Not only site, any product or any mobile, any related things they are identifying. So if you are entering into the bug bounty program, so then you are identifying one of the issues related to either development or programming or testing, even in cyber security as well. Your validity query, whatever rising, so they are giving a chance to us by providing reward or award. For that one, they will pay money to us. Couple of times in the newspaper, we will see so much. So only one of the Punjab girl has got Microsoft bug identification in the website. She got 43 lakhs. It was there in the news 2023 March month. So that is basically, so this is like okay, so giving the security researchers to identify the bugs and registering the bug bounty and identifying any vulnerabilities and proving that your application product mobile has a lot of vulnerabilities or bugs or loopholes are existing. Please rectify this one. You are providing the valid vulnerability, loophole or bug and so on. Finally, what they will do, they will want clear cut explanation and description how you have done the exploitation and what is the issue and what is the solution. For that one, they'll pay money. So this is on the website side. Yes, perfectly all right. This is like a selection of the target. So wherever input validation is required, or backend database as well.
So IDOR comes here, right?
Yeah, there are so many. IDOM will come, DOM will come, iframes will come, IDORC will come. Everything will fall under here only. Yeah. Yeah. Port scanning. Yes. Port scanning also. Someone said I will do bribery to get email address of my friend directly. Why can't I go directly to TCS? So then I can go here and I can go to website here. Then I can go to careers related. Then any website they will give obviously. So it's a genuine one I am making. Accepting, contact us. So whenever we are clicking on the contact us, we have different types of options. One is either through mobile number, or maybe through email address, or maybe through sales team, or info at the rate of, contact us at the rate of, sales at the rate of, and so on. So all these are different types of ways we can get the respective email address, whether we have to do really respect to bribing of the email address as well. Yeah, this is the way how the attacker work is same thing as this. So he will try to see, so I want to sales oriented at the rate of tcs.com, info at the rate of tcs.com, contact at the rate of tcs.com, service desk at the rate of tcs.com. So this is the way they can go and they can identify their own way, because their work itself hacking. So they will continue R&D, research and development. For this one, there is no need to do any bribery, especially for the phishing email side. Is it clear? Yeah, I will agree with you on part on this one, Ravi, whatever you said, IP address bribery. Yes, because we don't know about IP address of the any organization, whatever they are using, or range of the IP address. So in that scenario, any website portal I'm giving here, or else contacting internal employee. Port scanning techniques like, as you said, host discovery policy. Host discovery policy, it will give how many hosts are there. And once you are providing the IP address only, all those IP address. Yes, we have to do it like a trial and error method. With the port scanning or vulnerability scanning or even vulnerability assessment as well. We can take some of the IP address range and we can do host discovery policy. For example, now maybe I given 10.10.0.0 /16. How many hosts will be there in this one? How many hosts will be there?
16.
32 minus 16. How many? 16. So 2 power 16. 65,536. Out of 65,536, first address is belongs to network address. Last address belongs to? Last address belongs to?
Host, sir.
Host. No, broadcast address. Broadcast address. Remaining in between whatever 65,534 are there, those one we can call it as host addresses. Now, what attacker will do? He will do scanning of all those IPs, and in case anything it is displayed IP addresses for this particular IPs, then directly he can send maybe vulnerability scanning mechanism or port probing enumeration technique. So these are the couple of ways try to do the respective hacking and selection of the target. Not in this one, there are so many ways. Okay. So how we can define this one now? Recon or reconnaissance. Selection of the targeted mission or asset or database or application or cloud instance in this space. Okay, so that is about recon. So next one is weaponization. So in the weaponization phase, what attacker exactly he will do? He will choose the weapons. Weapons just now we discussed already. So example, I given Facebook example. Weapon, it's like SQL injection attack or cross-site scripting attack, or maybe URL manipulations, URL redirections. All those weapons will fall under the application side. So if it is malware side, obviously he will make like weapon as any programming language. So First of all, in the weaponization phase, he will make sure that, so how selection of the target he has chosen, and later how he is trying to make as a weapon and he can deliver. Okay, so that is weapon. As I said, a couple of examples of the weapons, like so PDF documents like a macros, in the Excel sheet like a macros, all those are like a weapons. In this phase, attacker will choose the weapon or payload or macros or input validations as a weapons to compromise selection of the target. So once we choosing the weapons, next one is transport or delivery. So before going to here, as I said, here examples are SQL queries. Next one is parameterized queries, URL manipulations, payload content. Payload is applicable to not only on the network layer, it is applicable to even application layer as well. Tokens, extra, macros, and so on. So finally, what he will do, transport or delivery side, he will deliver to the respective target mission. In this phase, attacker will deliver or transport to targeted mission or system or database or application or cloud extra. Next one is exploitation. So exploitation, what attacker will, after sending this one, he will try to do any vulnerabilities existing. In the vulnerability, is there any weakness or loopholes are existing? Can I compromise now, or can I make it like couple of days to monitor, like a persistence? Later I can do compromise. So that is called exploitation. For example, practically what it's happened in 2021, I think, at the time of the corona and pandemic, 2021, that's correct. So CTS, Cognizant Technology Services from USA, it's a US based company, not Indian company by the way. This company in 2020, 2019, 2020 itself, what attacker has done, he installed one of the payload. He identified one of the vulnerability or weakness to each and every employee mission, similar to like whatever it's happened very recently from CrowdStrike, Falcon sensor agent related bug. So now when they compromise this particular vulnerability after trying to installed as exploitation and he identified the vulnerability or bug, but later he monitored continuously, and around 2021 April only. So whenever they are trying to do the patch updates and also antivirus or EDR updates for all those Cognizant based their endpoints like laptop, MacBook, workstation, and desktop. So same time period, so he identified the exploitation part and he explored all those 2,50,000. I'm not sure how many people right now working in Cognizant, around 3 lakh plus or 300K plus. So suddenly all the employees' missions are got compromised. So that particular attack name is, any idea? What is the attack name? Maze ransomware attack. It's one of the history biggest attack. Because of that reason, reputation of the reputation of company is completely reduced. So once upon a time, Cognizant is giving a lot of competition to TCS. Now CTS is 12 to 16 billion dollars only, but TCS went to 25 to 26 billion dollars. Almost it's doubled. Okay, so that is the way how once the reputation of the company will damage, these are the consequences will occur. Not only this particular attack, there are some other attacks also identified. So what attacker will do here? Attacker will identify the weakness in the selection of the target. The selection of the target weakness may be any form, that may be endpoint side or network or application or product or mobile and so on. Next one, installation. Once attacker will identify the weakness and he will try to install that vulnerability or bug or any loophole, then he will try to install the payload on the target machine. Attacker in this phase will install payload or manipulate payload, or he will take existing connections, spoofing and so on. So in such a way he will try to do the installing part. Okay, so now once he will try to install, what is mean by that one? What is mean by that one?
Command and control.
Yeah, already
He'll-
system or database or respective target machine is got compromised. Okay, so next one is command and control. So command and control is nothing but it's like a remote control. How you are controlling your television or TV. Nowadays OT came, or IoT, operational technology, Internet of Things. By sitting in the sofa, we can operate our fan and our lights and our mobiles and our everything total end to end, air conditioner and so on. So now attacker will try to control our machines using botnet or maybe using remote control or command and control. So different options. Controlling the persons, we can call it as a bot header or attacker or intruder or hacker or adversary. Okay. Attacker will control targeted mission and he will manipulate, he will get the access to entire system or database or application or cloud and so on. So that is command and control. Entire question guys, this one. Next one, actions on objective. So what is this actions on objective? So finally, what is the attacker main aim or goal or objective? Those actions attacker will take. Attacker will gain unauthorized access or sensitive data exposure or data exfiltration or monetary functions or cryptocurrency transactions. So that is about actions on the objective. So this is the way each and every phase attacker will try to do the hacking. So this is the approach he will follow. So that is the reason nowadays what every company is doing. Instead of the attacker is trying to do any compromising our system, every company is recruiting red team candidates. Red team is nothing but they will not like cyber criminals, but they have the sufficient skills whatever hackers are doing. Maybe red team has 70% skills, but attacker has 100%. Yes. So if red team is also 100% hacking, how they know? Obviously they will become hacker. Why they will go and work for a company? So this is the way how. So red team is every company nowadays they are recruiting, and also they are trying to identify bugs or vulnerabilities or issues or problems proactively before attacker is trying to do compromise. Now, one of the interview question, a couple of times we can expect where is persistence will come under the cyber killing process. Is there any persistence phase?
No, but it will come under exploitation and installation phase between.
Exactly, that's perfect. So in between exploitation and installation phase, so I went to Intel company interview. So in that particular interview, so they expected, so where is persistence will fall under. So where is persistence will fall under, we know about reconnaissance, weaponization, transport or delivery, and exploitation installation. These phases only will get confusion part now. So persistence will fall under like a continuous monitoring. So attacker will try to do the identifying of the weakness or vulnerabilities or loophole or bug. So for that particular process name, we can call it persistence. So, but don't say at the time of the interview, persistence also phase like our phases of the cyber collision process. Okay. So now every attack, whatever attacker is trying to do, he will follow same sequence, same phase, same approach. Okay. So this is what about cyber collision process. Now, what I will do tomorrow, first 5 to 10 minutes, I will ask like, I can give one practical scenario to you and you have to explain how attacker will do brute force attack. Okay. So yeah, don't worry. If I will ask now, you will not say the answer, I know. Maybe after completing all the 50 to 60 attacks, what are we are going to discuss. Later I will ask, I will give couple of example. Maybe malware. Explain about cyber collision process malware steps. DOS and DDoS attack. Explain about, okay, so cyber collision process are steps. What attacker will do each and every phase. SQL injection attack. What attacker will do each and every phase. So these questions I will ask after completing our 50 to 60 attacks discussion. Once again, tomorrow morning I will take a class at 7:30 because 2 days I skipped the class, right? So tomorrow I will take morning as well as evening. Tomorrow morning 7:30 and also tomorrow evening 7 p.m. Any doubts?
So, RK, one doubt. Basically, in the recon, we gather the information of the target, right?
Yeah, gathering the target and also what are possible ways we can identify the selection of the target.
So, I heard about this active recon and passive recon. Can you differentiate that?
Yeah, active recon is nothing but mission should be in the online, and
Okay.
we have the access to that particular mission. And so passive recon meaning here, so even mission will be there in the offline as well. So once the mission is got compromised, attacker will try to do the so respect controlling of the mission till the mission is shut down or till the mission is offline. You'll be like a calm and quiet. Once the mobile, I mean, mission is switched on, you'll come back to online. So this is the way how the notification will happen. So that is the main difference between active and passive.
Is it like if at all we have info regarding some social networking sites like LinkedIn or job profiled sites, from
Yes.
there we can easily gather the information, right? Which this is called?
Yeah, that is also one type of basically active recons. We can say like mainly for the direct interaction. So gathering, if it is, you took as an example a website, and yes, you are right. But I took example of the end user mission. But both are correct. Yeah.
No, what I asked comes under passive or active.
That one is active. Whatever you said is active.
Okay. So machine one, if at all, if it is off and still we can gather the information that comes under passive.
Yeah, we can control the mission. That is like a NAC, network access control. One of the concept. So even though machine is sleeping or inactive state, he will try to be like calm and quiet. Once the I mean machine is will be like online, he'll come back to once again as active position, and he will try to do the controlling of the machine. That is like a passive.
Okay.
Any other?
Installation basically the attacker does this, right? So,
Yes.
so this is the first one. But when we are talking about action on objective, that would be inside the network.
Yeah, already he compromised our system. Is already in our network. You are right. Yes. Any other? Okay, guys. Then thank you so much. See you tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. and good night and sweet dreams.
These companies will show their hacking skills in background verification and some other stuff.
Hello.
Yeah, so
Your voice is chopping and breaking.
these companies are more interested in, in hacking skills like in background verification of the employees.
I didn't get you. Can you please repeat once again? Hello. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes,
Can you please repeat once again your question?
no, these companies are more interested in their hacking skills in background verification of all the fake experience candidates, right? It's also one of the type of recon.
That is not a recon. That is like a investigation about whether he is a legitimate or illegitimate. That I cannot say it's like a recon. That is
Recon
complete.
is nothing but gathering some information of a particular target. It may be a host or a person or whatever.
Yeah, in the personal
A
orient,
different techniques they will use.
in the personal point of view, gathering the information and also gathering whether legitimate or illegitimate. Yes, in the personal point of view, but not in the IT and software industry.
Okay.
Any other? Okay, guys. Then thank you so much and see you tomorrow.